When a team wins the Super Bowl, it's safe to say most players on the winning squad don't really care who's named MVP of the big game. All that really matters is that 53 men win a championship, while one player owns a bonus award. But because only one player can earn the game's MVP, some legendary Super Bowl performances are forgotten. I'm Anquan Young, and today we take a look at the 10 best Super Bowl performances from players who didn't win the big game's MVP. Number 10, Ty Law, Super Bowl 36. The St. Louis Rams were a juggernaut led by league MVP Kurt Warner, who ran the greatest show on turf. The Rams scored 503 points that season and appeared poised for their second Super Bowl in 3 years. But the New England Patriots' dominant defense had other ideas. Pats cornerback Ty Law was responsible for shutting down the Rams' offense. He had a 47-yard pick six and shut down the dangerous receiving duo of Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. But Tom Brady was named MVP despite throwing just 16 completions for 145 yards and a touchdown. Even though Law was the real difference maker in shutting down a juggernaut offense. Number 9, Thurman Thomas, Super Bowl 25. Thomas was by far the most dominant player of Super Bowl 25, but playing on the Buffalo Bills didn't do him any favors. That's because they were losers to the New York Giants in a game that was decided in the final seconds by a missed Scott Norwood 47-yard field goal. Facing a dominant Giants defense led by Lawrence Taylor, which allowed just 13.2 points per game all season, Thurman Thomas had 15 carries for 135 yards and a touchdown while adding 5 catches for 55 receiving yards. But the Super Bowl MVP traditionally goes to a winner, and Thomas's team lost. A performance for the ages, all for nothing. Number 8, Dwight Smith, Super Bowl 37. We don't want to take anything away from MVP Dexter Jackson, but Dwight Smith's performance was off the charts. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had to face MVP Rich Gannon and the Oakland Raiders, who posed the NFL's top-ranked offense. All Dwight Smith did was pick off Gannon twice and return both of those interceptions for touchdowns. Jackson also had 2 picks, but none of them were game-changing pick sixes like Smith's. Number 7, Dominic Rhodes, Super Bowl 41. Let's make this clear. Super Bowl 41 was one of the most boring ever played. Even though it was wonderful to see Peyton finally win his first Super Bowl. Even though Manning was named Super Bowl MVP and probably deserved it, Rhodes was a workhorse against the Chicago Bears' 6th-ranked rushing defense. He carried the ball 21 times and rushed for 113 yards and scored a touchdown. Considering the Bears allowed just 99.4 rushing yards per game and 7 rushing touchdowns all season, Rhodes' effort was MVP worthy if you ask us. Number 6, Julian Edelman, Super Bowl 49. Though Tom Brady was far and away deserving of a Super Bowl 49 MVP with his 4 touchdowns against the NFL's best defense, Julian Edelman also deserved the award. Facing the legendary Seattle Seahawks Legion of Boom, Edelman made a series of huge third down catches in the 4th quarter. He finished with 9 catches for 109 yards and scored the game-winning touchdown in the final minutes. Against a secondary that consists of Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, and Cam Chancellor, that's pretty impressive. Number 5, Anquan Boldin, Super Bowl 47. Baltimore Ravens quarterback Joe Flacco definitely did his part in winning the MVP, but he can thank the ageless wonder in Anquan Boldin for winning the championship. Despite facing the San Francisco 49ers' punishing secondary, Boldin took them apart with 6 catches for 104 yards and a touchdown, including a key 30-yard reception. Boldin was the Ravens' top receiver, but the 49ers had a knack for shutting down the league's best receiver. Not on this night, though. Number 4, Clarence Davis, Super Bowl 11. In one of the most controversial Super Bowl MVP decisions ever, Fred Biletnikoff took home the honors with 4 catches for 79 yards, despite not scoring a single touchdown. But hey, it's not like running back Clarence Davis did anything, right? Davis had 16 carries for 137 yards, averaging a ridiculous 8.56 yards per carry. That performance came against the legendary Minnesota Vikings Purple People Eaters defense that surrendered the least points in the NFC that season. Number 3, Jordy Nelson, Super Bowl 45. There was no way any other Green Bay Packer deserved the Super Bowl MVP more than quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who torched the Pittsburgh Steelers for 304 yards and 3 touchdowns. But what about Jordy Nelson? He racked up 9 catches for 140 yards and 1 touchdown against the Steelers D that was second best in the NFL while allowing just 14.5 points per game. If there was an award for a runner-up to the Super Bowl MVP, it would have undoubtedly gone to Nelson. Number 2, Matt Snell, Super Bowl 3. In one of the greatest Super Bowl upsets of all time, Broadway Joe Namath led the New York Jets to a 16-7 victory over the Baltimore Colts, who were far and away the favorites to win this one. Namath's bold guarantee that the Jets would win probably helped him win MVP, tossing 17 passes for 206 yards. But what about running back Matt Snell? He carried the ball 13 times for 121 rushing yards and scored the team's only touchdown. Number 1, Gary Clark, Super Bowl 26. The Washington Redskins won the Super Bowl over the Oakland Raiders, and the voters decided that quarterback Mark Rippon was most deserving of the MVP with his 18 completed passes for 292 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. But what about receiver Gary Clark? He had 7 catches for 114 yards and a touchdown, including a major 34-yard reception that set up the Redskins' second touchdown of the game. One could make a case that Clark deserved MVP. He at least deserves to be remembered for his legendary performance in this one. Did we miss any other incredible Super Bowl performances that didn't win the MVP? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we truly appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.